Amy at EuroluxHome.com. Welcome back to our series on the historical overview of European antique furniture styles. If you have enjoyed this series, please remember to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and perhaps share it with a friend who might also enjoy learning about European antiques. So today we are talking about the French country style, also called the French Provincial style. And this great big beautiful piece behind me is a wonderful example of a late 19th century French country buffet. So if we turn back and look at what's going on in society, so in the 18th and 19th centuries, the best furniture craftsmen were all located in Paris. And some pieces were signed, but the majority of furniture craftspeople did not sign their pieces because the majority of furniture was made out in the countryside in rural workshops. These craftspeople learned their trade through apprenticeships. And the working with their hands, working with the wood was passed down from one person to the next, generation after generation. And the styles were also taught by the master craftsmen. So the styles themselves came out of the French court. And we've made some great videos about the Baroque style, the Louis XV style, and the Louis XVI style. So make sure and go back and watch those videos so that you'll have a greater in-depth knowledge about those two styles. Because the Louis XV and the Louis XVI styles really influence the French country style. It draws on elements, on the traditional elements from both of those styles, and then creates and reinterprets it in a more relaxed, casual manner. We can think of it as rustic charm, really, this style. The style is meant to be something that you would find in your home out in the French countryside. So it's more relaxed, or it's more comfortable and casual, and really is meant to create a warm and inviting atmosphere. Now, these pieces are meant to be durable and functional because they're the things that people had in their homes. Unlike the French court, where the pieces were a little more fussy, a little more fancy, here we're looking, again, just more casual, rustic, to fit in with the homes in the countryside. So we do find the use of natural materials. This piece behind me has been completely hand-carved in oak. You'll also find walnut and fruit wood, and cherry was often used. Often you will find stone or marble tops to the pieces, making them a little more durable. And wrought iron was also used as an element. So we'll talk about the hallmarks of the style by going and looking at specific pieces, and we'll explore the hallmarks that way. So let's go. So you know Eurolux Home for our gorgeous European antique furniture, but we have also started to make antique-inspired new pieces. And I wanted to show you these because these are our French country stools. And they're a great way to see one of the hallmarks of the French country or the French provincial style is that it is often in soft and muted colors. So sometimes you'll find earth tones, pastels, and very frequently white or black. And so you can see here we have a ladder back design, and this is our counter height and then the higher bar height. And this one is a rush seat or a rattan seat versus the wood seat. You can see the French country styling, which is the shells and the flowers and the roses that are borrowed from the Louis XV and the Louis XVI styles. And you also really find a distressing or an aged finish to the Louis XV pieces. So that's what we have right here, is you can see this rub through, so you can really see the carvings, and this black finish has been rubbed, giving that aged and distressed finish. And on all of these stools, we do have our cabriole leg, and that is a curvy leg. And then I'll turn your attention here to a beautiful, true antique French country armoire. Up here at the top, we have this hand-carved basket of roses, and then you have all of the flourishes and the natural flowers. So in the Louis XV and the Louis XVI styles, we saw very ornate carved roses. These are a little more rustic. Again, in this French country, you see this rustic charm. So it's more of the hand style. You really get the sense of these being hand carved, beautiful scalloping across the top, and then just these great big beautiful hand planed oak doors. Along the bottom skirt, we see more flowers and the carvings that are reminiscent of the Rococo style, but again, more soft, more casual. Really pretty, beautiful, big hardware. So we'll go and we'll check out a few more pieces. So come this way. So this one is a beautiful antique sideboard in the French country style. We do find these sort of asymmetrical patterns that are borrowed from the Louis XV style. And if we look down at the leg, we see our curvy cabriole leg. But we do have overall more of a straight line. So again, it's combining the Louis XV, Louis XVI style, beautiful big hardware, and again, these really pretty carvings of flowers and natural elements. Now, I put this one up here because this is one of our new benches. So it has a French country styling to it, but it really has a worn finish. So it's a black finish that has a great deal of rub through there. And here you see our straight Louis XVI legs. So on the French country style, sometimes you'll find the straight Louis XVI legs and sometimes those curvy Louis XV cabriole legs. But overall, what you're looking for is comfort and functionality. So this piece provides just a lot of storage space in your home. We have lots of French country sideboards. We always have lots of those. But let's go look. We'll look at another piece down here. So this is the one that we started with. And I just wanted to show you a great big beautiful piece. It does have a bit of a stylized shell at the top, but not quite as ornate as we saw in the big Louis XV Rococo style. We do have, here's a bit more of a shell motif. We do have carvings all over it. It's just that it's a little more rustic, a little more casual. And it's just really about making a comfortable home where you could socialize and relax with family and friends. So let's go and we'll look at a few more pieces. Okay, I wanted to show you another sideboard. So that was an antique sideboard that we looked at. And then this is one of our new antique-inspired French country sideboards. So I think you can see that it still has all of the elements that we're finding. It's that white finish, more muted color tone, but it has that great rub through, so that distressed finish. A little bit of gray coming through. We do have our curvy cabriole legs. We have carvings, flourishes, a bit of an asymmetry in the carving, really pretty solid top, but it does have some distressing and hand planing. It's meant to look rustic, as if you would find it in a French farmhouse. So if you come over here, I'll just show you that we have little pieces too. This is a little bedside cabinet. This is a vintage one from the 30s. Has pretty curves all along the top. So we are borrowing again from the Louis XV style, a curved door. We have a shell motif and flowers, a little bit of a little rustic design there, and our cabriole legs. So we're still borrowing those elements, those traditional elements, but then reinterpreting in a more casual design. This is a gorgeous, just as super beautiful. This is a really old one, dates right around 1800. Nice old piece. And so this is a perfect one to end with so that you can really see the French country style. It has a beautiful warm patina, completely carved in oak. We have these beautiful hand-hammered hardware. So all of that is handmade. And then look at the little tiny inlay of flowers. So just a little tiny decorative element that's been added in by one of those craftspeople that are out in the workshops in the countryside, learning their trade, one generation to the next. We still have an asymmetrical shape, but we have carved flowers across the top. Just a really beautiful, gorgeous French country cabinet. And then right next to it is a Louis XV style. So I think you can see then that this is the fancier Rococo style that swirls and flourishes. It's bold, it's dramatic. And then here we're borrowing those elements, but then reinterpreting it in a just rustic charm to create a very casual and elegant style in your home. Often the farmhouse style has become very popular lately, mostly because of HGTV. And so these French country pieces are a great thing to add into if you love farmhouse style, to add in big antique or antique inspired big farmhouse tables with maybe some plush upholstered sofas and chairs. A lot of times with the French country style, you'll find pattern, like floral pattern upholstery or stripes, and also the classic toile de Jouy. That is a fabric, a monochromatic fabric that's often found in all blue or all red, and it looks stunning if you add it on an upholstered chair or in curtains or maybe on a bedspread. Great way to create that French country style in your own home, to throw in some beautiful French country antiques or even some antique inspired beautiful pieces that really makes your home a casual, elegant, very comfortable place to socialize and relax with your family and friends. So if you've enjoyed learning about the French country style, please remember to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and perhaps share it with a friend that might also enjoy learning about antiques. See you next time.